Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be deadheading in the ditch garden. Along with deadheading, I'm going to be taking some plants out completely. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it right now. I can probably just wait till spring. So what I'm going to do is mark those plants. That's why I have the little sledgehammer and some stakes. And then I'm going to paint them red. I'm going to mark the plants that have to go. A bunch of those purple coneflower just have to get out of there. There's way too many. I was wondering how there got to be so much. And not only do they spread really easy, but when I took all the plants out of the hill garden over there, I put it all in the ditch. So I probably put way too many purple coneflowers in there. Izzy, leave the horses alone. Hey, out of there. So what I got to do is I'm going to hack all of the coneflowers down to about 6 inches, mark the ones that are going to go for good, and the rest of them should sprout up a few little flowers by the end of the year. And then I'll get in there and get the weeding done. I think I can get it done really quick. There's not that many weeds. So hopefully I'll have this whole thing done a little bit after noon, I'm hoping for. If I can get it done by noon, it would be really great. So without further ado, let's get at it. This area right here is the very beginning of the ditch garden. This is our mass planting of hollyhocks. And because it's mulched, it doesn't have a whole lot of weeds, but you can see them, grass here and there. This is the purple lovegrass, and you could see over this last week that the yellow foxtail that's in there has gone to seed. I was weeding this a little bit here and a little bit there, but now I'll have to get back in there. It's also got this barnyard grass. Any of this grass that I pull out, I have to save and bring over to the fire pit and burn. I don't want the seeds to be reintroduced to the ground. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what's what. So all I'm going to do is pull the yellow foxtail and the barnyard grass, and then for the most part let the rest of it go. I believe this is a weed as well, but a lot of these weeds are annual and the purple lovegrass is perennial. So at some point I'm hoping this becomes a pure stand of purple lovegrass, but we'll see. It might not work. All right, let's get to weeding this. Okay, it is 1 o'clock and I'm about halfway done. Got the purple love grass done first thing, and then it was kind of a mess, this first part. You could see all the stuff I took out, but I mean, there's piles back there, there's a big pile there, big pile there. For the most part, it is purple coneflower, but it's also, there's piles of weeds as well. That's weeds, you know, grasses and stuff. The coneflowers I'm keeping separate and letting it dry out a bit, just as a pile. And I'm going to toss this in other prairie areas. And if it seeds, it seeds. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm nearly positive it will seed back there. So, yeah, I don't have all of these marked. That real big one right there, that one is going to come out. I got a bunch marked here. I have to actually go get more sticks because in this area that I just did here, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's probably 8 in this area that are going to be removed. On this side, I really don't know. They're all over in here too. And I need to get a diversity of flowers and grasses in here, not just all coneflowers like this. If I do that, when the coneflowers die, the entire garden looks like crap, and I don't want that. In earlier years, when I had much fewer coneflowers, I did pretty much this. When they started fading, I cut them off at about 6 inches or so. Then they grow up with like nice dainty flowers, and they look really nice towards the end of fall. So I think I'm going to get back to that, get rid of all the quantity and go for quality. I need to get blue aster and some other flowers in here as well. Alright, I'm going to go have lunch and then I'm going to tackle this side. I'm back from lunch and I noticed this on my way to lunch. Looks like 2 plants here, but I got to come back here and get this out before I go get more stakes and mark the plants down there and then move on to the last plants down that way. Man, this is a good deal of work. Alright, I ended up right here pulling this foxtail out of this side oats grandma, and I'm pretty much out of time. It's about 6 o'clock and I gotta get in. Not sure how much this needs. I already went through here and pulled out a lot of the grass, the foxtail. I got most of it out of the prairie grass, and this is basically how this is going to stay, so I don't have a whole lot to do over here. I'm going to get in here and pull out a little bit of the foxtail I can see. I'm probably going to cut this all back and collect the seeds like I did with the stuff from up there. It's in the back of the gator there. I'm going to let it dry out and harvest the seeds. So I'll kind of give you a quick glimpse of what I got done. I still have to pound stakes in for these. I'm nearly out of stakes, but I think next spring I'll be able to see what comes up by those stakes and get the same stuff that's coming up over here, find out where it is and just kill it. I want to get rid of everything down in the middle there and most of the stuff in the back. I need to replace that with other wildflowers and grasses and stuff. That, I have no idea what it is. I believe it's broom grass and big blue stem, but I can't tell you for sure. I'm gonna let it keep going. It kind of looks pretty cool. The flowers are pretty much in full bloom, so if I can get this done early tomorrow morning, I will give a full garden tour. Like I said, all of that purple coneflower that I just cut out, for this year, I'm gonna let it go and it'll come back and I'll have purple coneflowers all throughout the back. Wherever there was a big plant, there'll be a small plant. And then the stakes are so I can take it out where I don't want it next year. So this garden has about 2 more months in it, and then it'll be shot for the year. This stuff is already starting to fade. You can see the zinnias getting a little old. I should go in here and lop the heads off of those and get another flush out of those. But I have a ton of work to do in the addition, so I'm gonna have to kind of go back and forth between the two. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today. If you want to see the rest of the ditch garden work, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you give the video a like and or share it, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.